What is going on, YouTube? How are you doing this
Friday?
That's what it is.
Always segues in me into the weirdest parts of the
What?
conversation.
It's the best part, guys. It's Friday. It's time for Comics and
Beer. I'm going to just start putting exclamation points. I'll be like, period, comma, semicolon.
Guys, it's time for Comics and Beer. It's our Friday night live stream where we talk about all things comic books related for the news. Yeah, the news happened during the week, and we kind of wrap it all up, talk about the big stories. Stephanie gives you her business, well, meaning her opinion.
The only opinion that matters.
She usually yells it, and she's really good about it. What else do we do on the show, babe?
Play trivia. We do giveaways.
What's your part of the show?
And we drink beers, guys. That's my part of the show.
We do drink beers.
I pick out beers because every time Bruce goes, he's like, I saw these beers. I thought they were good. And I'm like, we've had all of those already, Bruce. Get with it.
And guys, just so you know, we're also we're streaming live on Instagram. Yeah, we didn't forget about you guys. We're still here, but you guys are our main focus. But I just want to give a little shout out to good old Instagram. But guys, yeah, it's Friday night. It's Comics and Beer. We're your hosts. My name is Bruce.
My name is Stephanie.
Yeah, let's go ahead and just open a beer. Let's get the show started.
I did start my evening with tea, but I will switch to beer for you people.
For you people. Want to pick which one we're going to start with, babe?
I'll let you do that. I'll say hi to chat. I would like to say that Las Cruces, his chat text that says hooray is like fourth in the chat, but he posted that at like 11:20 this morning. And I was like, who's already writing things on the live chat? And it was him. And it was crazy. But Richard Anderson, first technically in the chat, and says that we are his favorite comic book couple, and I agree. I'm also my favorite comic book couple. Just me though, not Bruce. Sam King was second. Sam, you lost the crown for the week. I'm sorry. Ignacio de Meglia, third. I know that Ignacio sent something on Instagram, and I was at work and I didn't read it, so now you're gonna have to count on Bruce to remember. So good luck with that. Yes, Cisco C is in the house. Steven Hayner.
What's up, Steven?
James Gallegos, the wrench of all wrenches. Jessica Suarez is here, even though she's tired, and I appreciate you.
Jess, it's only 7 o'clock.
She got her second COVID shot today, and she's tired.
She did, yes. Jess, we understand that because Stephanie is still feeling it 3 days later.
Old Wolf 65, Adrian Padilla, Perry coming in with the creepy eyes. Thank you. It's creepy eyes or nothing, Perry.
Get it straight, Perry.
This can is already losing its very janky cover, but I will show you it anyway when Bruce gets to it.
I'm getting to him.
Barrier Brewing Company, Green Hill. Looks like Sonic the Hedgehog, old school. How do they get the rights to this? Because they can't even pretend it doesn't look like Sonic. IPA, 9.1%. It's like a little, I don't know, Irish Sonic. If Sonic was Irish,
he'd be drinking beer.
He'd be drinking this, and he would pee all over the floor. And
so he'd be like me.
Exactly, but he'd be faster. Here you go, Instagram. This is for you people.
All right. So what else do we do on the show? Like Stephanie said, we do trivia, and trivia is really important, guys. It's the biggest thing that we do on this show that you guys should care about most. Why? Because that's how you get entries into our end of the month giveaway. I know, I'm excited because it's next week. Next week, our big end of the month giveaway. What are we giving away at the end of each month in 2021?
Slabs. And COVID vaccines.
Wait, hold on.
Slabs and COVID vaccines.
There we go.
People are excited because apparently Adrian's getting his vaccine tomorrow. Jessica's fully vaccinated. Sam King says that Bruce needs to say Richard Anderson in his announcer.
Richard Anderson.
Thank you. He says this otherwise is not officially Friday.
Gotta love that. Gotta love it. And then Two Gun comes on. Two Gun Pedro.
And Barikin gets that too.
He does. Where is he? Where is he?
Right. Richard Anderson is here saying hashtag pepperoni nipples. He knows what's up.
Yeah, so we got tonight's trivia is going to be, I forgot who it said. It was either 20th century or oh my god, I'm forgetting the other person who commented on our Instagram video that we posted earlier today. They said it X-Men. So we're doing X-Men trivia tonight. All you do is follow us on Instagram, guys, which is our stuff is right here, right down over here. Follow us there, and then you guys will be able to know what I'm asking, what you guys want to do for trivia, and then you can give your 2 cents, and maybe we'll do what you want to do for trivia, and you'll be able to win all the questions.
Not, though. Probably not. I would like to say that K Titus is here. He says it's Saturday, where he is in Japan.
Bananas.
Tell us what's going to happen. What's the winning lottery numbers?
Tell us.
Predict the future for me.
Come on, K Titus. Tell us. We need to win the monies.
Stephen Hayner wants to shout out to Sam for reminding him what time the show starts tonight, and thank you, Sam, for promoting our show. Sam
is a big, long-time watcher. Sam, thank you, sir.
And Geek Out with Roscoe is here.
What's up, Geek Out with Roscoe? Roscoe is a really good dude, very talented artist. If you guys are not following him on Instagram, please do so, because, support the community. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel,
you should be subscribed. I don't know what's going on. If you're not subscribed by now, I don't even know how to help you anymore.
My chair is so squeaky, it's so annoying. If you guys, there's 13 of you guys in chat right now. Can you guys just hit the like button? That'd be super appreciated. And after the video wraps, if you guys are still watching, or you can just click on it later tomorrow, the next day, sometime during the week, just put a little comment. Helps the good old YouTube algorithms get us out there. And guys, we're getting out there more and more. We're creeping closer and closer to that 1,000 subscriber mark. And we're going to do a big giveaway at 1,000. What's it going to be? I don't know until we get there. But we gotta do that journey, right, babe?
We do. Bruce is making me. I don't want to. He's like, we've got to, and I'm like, I'm tired. He's like, we're doing the journey.
We're doing the journey. We're making the hike. So yeah, next week is our big end of the month giveaway. There'll be 2 slabs. You guys get to pick from one of them, or one from the 2. And again, big thank you to you guys, because you guys make this possible. So just want to say thank you again, because again, you guys commenting on so many of our videos. It's so awesome to communicate with you guys, and I just really, really appreciate each and every single one of you. And yeah, this is a Friday night adult video live stream.
Whoa, I did not know we were going in that direction.
And so if you are of the age of 21 in the United States or older, or 18 plus in other countries, guys, we play a drinking game. Yeah. Excuse me. What is the rules, baby? Go through the rules for me.
Every time I go on a rant, which is every 5 minutes, although I'm not feeling well, so I'll try to really dig deep for rants. Hopefully there's lots of stuff that makes me angry and can make me forget about the fact that I don't feel good. When we talk about reboots, which happens constantly because everything gets rebooted because nobody has any original thoughts in this world. We talk about movie delays, which happens all the time because of COVID. Thanks, Obama. And we talk about how I bring up the Bruce pees on the floor.
Which I don't.
Which he does. He admitted the other day that he does.
I did not.
He did.
I would never.
He admitted
never.
it. And anytime Bruce opens a beer before Stephanie finishes the one that she's currently drinking, which will totally happen a lot tonight because...
Probably not a lot. We actually slowed down our drink. We used to bring 4 beers up, and I would definitely go through all 4. But yeah, we were feeling pretty crappy Saturday morning with 3 kids.
I drink 2 of them, and Bruce drinks 4 of them, and then drinks whatever I don't drink.
All right, I drink more. Okay. But I would feel pretty crappy Saturday morning. But I figured if we bring 3 beers up, I don't feel as crappy, and I could just go right into the morning, and it's actually so much better. All right, drinking game. What's next on the list? So,
Secretary Marvel is here, and Ignacio is very surprised to hear that he's looking at an adult video. But you should have known by the eye contact that Bruce and I were making.
It's true.
And I was like, oh my God, my sink is broken. Will you fix it for me?
Oh, you're stuck under the sink? Oh no, I'll help you. James Guy Agos is in the house. And he's the wrench of all wrenches. So yeah. So James.
# wet carpet. Ew, there's not carpet in our bathroom. What do you think we are? What do you think we are, James?
So we've been liking Invincible.
We have been much better than I thought it was going to be.
We've been liking Falcon and the Winter. I'm not gonna be able to say it. Winter Soldier.
Winter Shoulder.
Winter Shoulder. But what would you think about
Falcon and the Winter Soldier? I do not enjoy. It's okay, but it is so cheesy and ridiculous, and I don't like fucking Michael B. Jordan or whatever his name is. Whoever the black guy is, I don't know what his name is. They're all Michael B. Jordan to me because he's the only superhero guy that I know that's in any of those movies. The fucking facial hair he has.
Anthony Mackie?
Anthony Mackie.
Anthony Mackie. Wow. I guess I'm just like all the white guys and then all the Asian guys. They all just look the same to you. Just like a.
No, I just saying I only know Michael B. Jordan as as a superhero, and that will be everyone's name until I learn the other people's names.
All right. Well, what would you think about a Wolverine TV show?
I wouldn't appreciate it unless Hugh Jackman has agreed to do it. I don't want to hear about it.
All right. Well, this is going to lead into our straw poll. We do a straw poll every single week, so that way you guys can interact with us. So Disney is it's not fully confirmed, but the rumors are leaning more and more towards it being real.
Is it an animated show?
No, it is going to be a it's like a live action show. So
is it Hugh Jackman?
It's not Hugh Jackman. So that's why we're going to talk about it, because if they're going to cast this and it's going to be an anthology show, you know what an anthology is?
It's like small stories within one big story.
There you go. So they're saying each season is going to be a little like
they're going to try to make it be like American Horror Story, and I'm not buying that either. Only American Horror Story can do that.
All right. But the whole reason why I brought up this article was, who would you cast as Wolverine? Because obviously
Hugh Jackman.
He's too old.
Hugh Jackman.
He's too old, and he said he'll never do it again.
They're making Indiana Jones with the original actor from Indiana Jones, who's like 75, but Hugh Jackman's too old to be Wolverine.
Yes.
Everybody says they're not going to do it until they make a couple shitty movies, and then they're back in the Marvel game.
Well, I'm saying, that's not part of like this whole conversation.
John Cena.
You want John Cena to play Wolverine?
John Cena will play Wolverine.
All right, guys. So I did not put John Cena down as any of the options in tonight's straw poll because I found an article by Screen Rant. Screen Rant is a pretty good website. I enjoy it. Which one? This one. So
Daniel Radcliffe. That would be fucking terrible. He's gonna be Guns Akimbo Wolverine, but instead of fucking Wolverine hands, he's got the stupid guns nailed to his hand. All right.
Hold on. Let's go through the names one by one. Stephanie's obviously not going to vote for Daniel Radcliffe, but that was actually number 15 of this list. And then Taron Egerton. He's the guy who played Rocket Man. And Kingsman. He's okay. He's decent. John Berthal, who was the guy who played Punisher. Charlie Hunnam.
Well, first of all, Charlie Hunnam, I don't like anymore. First of all, I never watched Sons of Anarchy, but I watched something else that he was in, and I was very disappointed in his acting.
Yeah, he's pretty terrible.
He's pretty terrible. He's up there with the guy who plays Ragnar Lothbrok in acting skills.
Yes.
Like, they have zero acting skills.
Yes.
They're getting by completely on their looks, and I refuse to take it anymore. Don't vote for Charlie Hunnam.
Daphne Keane is like the girl from Logan X-23. She's
all right. I would get on board with
Dark
that.
Materials.
I would get on board with that. I liked her as whatever number she was.
So I don't think this wouldn't be a good casting for this specific TV show, because they are going to go down the Logan route. So actually Wolverine, not his clone. There's also Tom Hardy, and the one that stuck out to me that was the most random was Jason Momoa.
You think Jason Momoa is more random than Daniel Radcliffe?
Yeah, I can see Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe played Harry Potter and then stood in front of a stage on a play with his penis out, and then he nailed guns to his hand. But that's not random.
He also played a dead body, and he was just a dead body in a movie.
It's not surprising
really
to me at all. He's weird as shit.
Yeah, I can see him playing Wolverine. Why not? There's like a lot of random names.
One right after the other. Also, Comics Misexplained is in the house.
What's going on, guys? So we're just talking about the straw poll for this week. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this link in chat. Who from this
Carmen's
list?
not in San Diego.
What's up, Carmen? Here's the straw poll for the week, guys. Vote. There's also other. I don't know if you can do write in, but this is the list that I found. You guys let us know. We'll check it at 10:45. And see how that's go after we spin the wheel. Is it 10:15? It is 10:15.
Holy, it's 10:15 already.
Guaca.
Time flies when you're having fun, guys. We're a quarter away through the show.
Holy smokes! I don't smoke though.
Smoke show.
You are a smoke show, babe. That is for sure, guys. We're gonna do this trivia right here. Why do they want to be first in chat to answer this next question correctly?
You want to be first in chat because if you are, you get an entry into our end of the month giveaway where you'll win one of the 2 slabs that we are going to. I was really thinking also off topic, we should be promoting the slabs because you don't show them until the night of. And I feel like if you were like, this is what you could win, people would be hyped for it. Do you agree? You want Bruce to show you before the actual evening? Agree with me. Thank you. But you can win that plus other things that we like to give away. So yeah,
That's the reasons.
those are the reasons.
Those are the reasons, people.
First in chat to get it right wins an entry into the end of the month giveaway. How did Xavier lose the use of his legs in the comic book canon? He shot himself out of a cannon, and he was not a good stuntman, and now he has no legs.
No legs. I have no legs. I have no legs. Thank you, Tugan. Thank you
I'm
for
assuming
voting.
he was like Stephen Hawking's, where like he had use of his legs at one time, but he's got like a disease, and it slowly made his legs not work anymore because his mind was too strong. And it was like
Vietnam, like Lieutenant.
his heart was like, we can only send so much blood somewhere. Where do you want it? And he's like, well, I'm really good at being like a telepath. And they just take all his blood. And he's like, no, my penis doesn't work. This is the comic books that I would write.
You know, I need to know to deflect to the bullet.
His legs were crushed. Stephen Hayner. That's right.
Oh yeah, who's that? Who's that?
Stephen Hayner.
Stephen Hayner.
Vietnam, like Lieutenant Dan. I love
I like that one a
bullet in the
lot.
spine, slipped on a banana peel. Also would be amazing. Bullet to the spine. Magneto deflected a bullet. He stepped in 2 bear traps at the same time. That would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Hayner. All right.
Juggernaut gave him a leg massage. All of these are amazing answers. See, you guys should write comic books too.
You guys should. You guys should. All right. So we are going into the news. And we're going to start with movie news because that's what we always do. I didn't actually pull any comic book news because I just got sidetracked today. Sorry, guys. But first up, Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness wraps production this week. Are you excited for this movie?
I don't know.
Did you see the first one?
Yes.
Okay. With Benedict Cumberbatch.
It was not good, but it was not bad. It was in the middle. It
In the
was
middle.
like, I'll watch
In the
this
middle.
if it's free and I have nothing else to watch.
Why force you to go with me in theaters when the theaters are back open?
This will never make it to the theaters.
Yes, it will.
COVID's coming back.
COVID's coming back. You heard it first here. Stephanie says COVID is coming
My
back.
mom told me this morning that out of like 6 million people that got vaccinated, like 5,000 got COVID after they got vaccinated. So
Well, it's only like 90% accurate. So, or whatever the word is. Babe, do you ever hear or did Jimmy ever watch? Jimmy is our older son. He's 21, right? He turned 21 a little while ago.
22.
22. Did he ever watch Gundam Wing when he was a kid?
No.
No.
I've never even heard of that.
So you never heard of Gundam
No.
or Gundam
Gundam
Wing?
style. That's what I've heard of.
Gundam style. Well, guys, I know there's some nerds out there like me that I'm actually pretty excited about this. So Gundam Wing is it's
A
like
Transformers ripoff.
kind of.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, even though I think Transformers is a ripoff from Gundam Wing or shows like that from Japan, because I'm sure those happen first. But Netflix is doing a live action Gundam,
If it's not Transformers
Movie.
robots dancing to Gangnam Style, I'm not watching it.
even though they are choosing the director from Kong, Skull Island, and that movie was pretty awful. It was pretty terrible. So I'm not so keen on the director, but I'm excited for a good Gundam show. Let's do that.
I guess technically that's a reboot.
So
Drink.
Stephanie just watched the Fast and Furious 9 trailer.
I feel the same
three-
way about Fast and Furious 9 as I feel about Justin Bieber. I don't want to like the things he keeps putting out, but god damn it, is it catchy? And I'm like, fuck, I'm going to listen to this song.
I felt the same exact way after watching that trailer. That was actually the best trailer that's been out since like 6 or something, because wow, that looked pretty entertaining.
It's going to be so cheesy and stupid, but
So
the
stupid.
action is so cool. And I don't want to like it, just like I don't want to listen to Justin Bieber, but god damn it, do I listen to Justin Bieber, and I'm probably going to watch Fast and Furious 9.
I mean, I haven't watched Fast and Furious since 6, I think. So
I haven't watched it since 3, so
I definitely want to check out 9 because it looked crazy. But guys, so the director actually reached out to some scientists to find out some actual information about magnets. Because if you guys didn't watch the trailer, there's a whole middle part of the trailer that's just dealing with magnets and the crazy things they can do with them. And it's actually pretty interesting. And I thought it was really interesting also that the director actually went out and did some research. And so he found out real information. Like, this could kind of work if you did this, this, and this, which is pretty cool. Don't you think?
I do. I like when they do their research. Comics Book Explained says he really enjoys the Fast and Furious movies, and he's not even ashamed anymore. And Carmen, not in San Diego, wants to know if I am up for Bieber being Wolverine.
Oh, no, Carmen, that is not going to happen. I won't let her even say yes.
Yeah.
Well, Robotech is actually pretty good. I'm not going to say it's the best, but it's also pretty good. And yes, guys, we are going to talk about Killaroo after the 10:30.
We also talk about David Andrew.
David Andrew, yes. We'll talk
We have
about
two
that.
things to talk about.
Two more things.
Two things, guys. I hope you have your wallets open.
Spend some money because
I feel like we're like, what are those like old shows where they used to call in, they raise money? What are they called? Telethons?
Telethons, yeah.
Like, everybody get your wallets open for the next 20 minutes. If you donate, you'll get this.
I actually remember those.
They were big.
Yeah.
Remember, and anytime there was a natural disaster, they'd have all the celebrities get together and they would like sing and like perform for the telethon.
Yes. Wow.
Now they just got TikTokers doing it
Yeah,
instead.
bro. Babe, Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man. Did you enjoy any of those films?
When the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man came out, that was like the first superhero-ish movie that came out. So I enjoyed that because that was before I had so much superhero movies shoved down my throat. I wanted to vomit.
What about the second one?
I really like what's his face who plays the Green Goblin's boy.
Oh yeah, what's his name? I can't think of his name.
When he plays and he's in that movie where he
James Franco.
James Franco, yes, and he makes fun of Japan or North Korea. North Korea. That's my favorite. I remember what that movie's called, but you know what I'm talking about.
Well, you're getting off topic. You're getting off topic here.
You're just saying it like James Franco. I do not care about the second one or the third one.
All right, so
The third one was really stupid. That's where the guy from Wings was on it.
We're not
and
even
he
going to
was
talk.
like a rock Sandman. That was dumb.
Yeah, but so Alfred Molina, who played Doc Ock, and it was awesome. It was like one of the best castings. It was such a good part. It was like the best part of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, in my opinion. They killed him off at the end, but he's actually come out and said, because there was like rumors that he was going to be cast in Spider-Man No Way Home, but he's actually official now. He's come out and said it. So how do you feel about this?
I'm indifferent. I could give a shit. This guy was like not even memorable to me. I like William Dafoe's character better as him as Green Goblin.
Oh God, no! I am totally in for this Doc Ock, and he did come out and say that it's been 17 years since I guess the Tobey Maguire one. So
God,
it's been
all the shit.
He's like
all the shit.
He said it like, compared to when I did it the first time, I now have a double chin, my lower back flip. Like
he's not gonna be able to hold up those arms, guys. He's not gonna be able to do it.
He's like a dodgy lower back. But I guess they're going to use de-aging technology to de-age him.
I want de-aging technology. What do I have to do to get some de-aging technology?
And it's going to actually, his storyline's going to pick up right when he's falling through the water in the end of Spider-Man 2, which I think is pretty cool. So that's pretty awesome. If you guys are like me, you guys are really excited for that because I think Alfred Molina was an amazing part of Spider-Man.
I like Doc Ock being a female in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and they should do that instead.
All right, so we just talked about Fast and Furious.
Ignoring me. Right. Steamrolling.
What did you say?
My decision for Doc Ock to be a female.
Oh, well, you're talking about like Into the Spider-Verse, yes.
That's what you said?
Sorry, like when you were not paying attention to me
my
during
God,
Holland Vlog.
My opinions matter.
So we just talked about Fast and Furious and how, we're both excited for that trailer. And you like actually Jurassic World crap.
I do.
All right, so what would you think about a Fast and Furious Jurassic World mashup where they cross paths?
I want to hate on it, but I just fucking watched Fast and Furious 9 and I'm all about that shit. So
because it's possible, baby. They're owned by the same company, and people are saying, the director of Fast 9 is saying, yeah, it can happen. We can make it happen.
They can make any fucking Fast and the Furious movie and everybody's gonna see it. They can make it the most ridiculous shit ever. Dom could have a stick shift Velociraptor that he drives around in, and everyone would be
With
like,
nos-
yes!
a nos button?
A nos button that shoots fucking fart gas out his butt, and he's like, the Velociraptor goes faster, and he has like 2 little cranks that he uses to make its arms go like, like it's like poking at shit.
Everything Stephanie just said makes me want to see that movie so bad. But come on, a Fast and Furious, Fast 9, or Fast and Furious mashup, or Jurassic World mashup, that's just too much.
It's not. Everything they've done is dumb. So what is the difference?
I guess.
Now they're working with magnets, yo. Everything is the storyline doesn't matter. It's like in the beginning when Transformers came out, it's all about the action. No one gives a shit. You could write the most if I was a writer for Fast and Furious, I would go out of my way to make up the most ridiculous shit that has ever happened and just be like, put it in, let's see what happens.
Oh, so good. So
also,
good.
apparently Jessica asked for the Frank cam, and James is like, we need to make it happen. She's a longtime supporter of the show.
Okay. Well, that's Stephanie's job, so she can go ahead and grab.
My job. There's Frankie.
There he is.
Frankie, you got some
Hi,
eyes.
puppy. Hi.
Woo.
That's about it. That's all he's gonna give you.
He's like, you guys made me lift my head. You know how I hate lifting my head.
My head. Oh God, it hurts.
It's so heavy.
You see it? It's so big. All right, let's keep moving.
Or if the characters from Fast and Furious just had those little hands that people use, they're like the claws. It's like a pole with like a dinosaur head on the top, and they grab things with it. That's how they steer the cars. I would watch that too.
Man, Stephanie would watch some awful things.
I would watch it just because it's hysterical. That's why I have such respect for Whack Comics. Bruce gets so mad because they destroy comic books. It makes me so happy to take something that people are so happy about and he just fucking pours SpaghettiOs on it. I think it's genius. Genius level YouTubing.
He lit Last Ronin #1 on fire. And
it's amazing. Amazing. I just imagine all you comic book collectors out there cringing. Wait until, forget it. They're going to CG Dom's arms off and he's going to have little fucking Velociraptor arms. And he's got to try to steer. These are the things that people want to say.
I support Lee in everything he does. He's a great dude. We have I consider him a friend. But what he does on his channel, the heebie-jeebies he gives me.
Oh, I love it. It makes me so happy.
So Game of Thrones. What'd you think of Game of Thrones? The ending.
Everybody knows the ending. The ending is terrible. They just didn't give a shit anymore. They were like, we're done. I don't care. Like, we can't keep pretending Daenerys is a good actress, so let's just fucking let her set shit on fire.
Do you remember the character Euron Greyjoy?
Yes, he got his little wiener chopped off.
No, Euron.
Euron he's the uncle. The mean one, yes.
The really, really mean one who tries to, get in close with Cersei.
Yes, he's gross. He, steals the ships.
Yes. So wrong camera. I'm going to remove that. And can I go to that? No, we can't go to that. Add that back in. We're going to go over here. So Euron Greyjoy, the character or the guy that plays that, which his name is actually Pulu Ashback.
What? That's a terrible name.
Pilau.
Pilau. Asback.
Asback. His name is Pilau Asback. Pilau Asback.
Oh my God, there's this one comedian. What is it? Ronnie Chang, who makes fun of that whole episode of Game of Thrones where they fight the dragons and then they set up the whole thing. They know the dragons are coming and they set all those fires and it's fucking nighttime and pitch black and the CG is so terrible and you can't see anything for the whole fight scene and just tears into the fact that show was a multi-million-dollar produced show and they couldn't fucking figure out the lighting so you could see the dragons. Hysterical.
It wasn't the lighting, that's the color correction.
Whatever. It is funny, and you should be watching Ronnie Chang. He's funny. He's the one who talks about Amazon. Amazon Prime now.
He's a very funny dude. But he's joining Aquaman 2.
All right.
That's all I got for you.
I don't care.
She doesn't care. What does Stephanie care about? I would love to know.
There's things I care about.
It's my love.
I do care about Bruce's love. I care about Bruce dearly.
Oh, babe. All right, so it's wheel time. Guys, we have 9 questions left. So we have one more now, another one at 10:45, and then 7 at 11 o'clock. So make sure you're sticking on until 11 o'clock. So we're going to rapid fire. That's the best chance for you to get some questions right and get your answers.
Guys, I haven't gotten any right yet. Let's hear it. It's only the second one.
This is all X-Men stuff. X-Men. We're doing X-Men.
These are random X-Men. I want X-Men movie trivia. Before Jim Shooter got involved and demanded the return of Jean Grey, who would have been the token female member of X Factor? What? That is whack as whack. That is
whack is
dumbest
whack
answer ever. I'm mad. And I'm glad that Jean Grey was chosen. Not that wacky Wackerson.
Wackerson?
No one's going to get it right because nobody would know that terrible shit. Storm, Rogue, Storm, Kitty Pryde. None of those. It's something even stupider. Think about as stupid as you can go, and then go stupider.
Go stupider.
Go stupider.
Go stupider.
You just have to Google it because it's so dumb. Can you even Google it? Bruce needs to send everyone a PDF of these questions so that way you can Google it better. Moira Rose.
Moira Rose.
Colossus. Callisto.
She sings. She bangs.
Oh my god, remember that when that was a thing?
That's what Iglesias, right?
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Or is it Ricky Martin?
There we go. Comics Misexplained.
Madeline Pryor. Squirrel Girl. Stephen. Wait, who got it first? Comics Explained. And then Stephen Hayner was right after that. And then One Shot Comics has joined us.
What's up, One Shot Comics? How are you doing this fine evening?
While Bruce is typing Comics Misexplained, which will probably take a good 20 minutes because he doesn't know how to spell things.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to move on to our segment called Telethon. So everybody get your wallets out. We're going to talk first about our good friend Ignacio de Meglia's Kickstarter, which we have been talking about for a while now. It's opened up on April 1st. He has reached several of his stretch goals. He's very close to reaching his $16,000 stretch goal. Guys, I also have a stretch goal to pay off all my credit card debt. And if you'd like to join my Kickstarter, $16,000 would be amazing. But in the meantime, you can help support Ignacio
de
his
Meglio.
Killaroo Semper Fidelis. If he reaches the stretch goal, he will be able to do trading cards.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a little preview of the trading cards that you could be getting if you support his comic. And he's already promised to throw in a bunch of awesome stuff when you order his comic. So who wouldn't want to do it? The artwork is amazing. The story looks awesome. And I want a trading card that I can be like, I'll trade you for this card.
Yeah, the stuff on the back, stuff from the front. I mean, this is basically me. I mean, let's just be honest. Like, I shave my beard. That's what I look like.
Basically, Bruce's super chiseled face like
I'm
that.
Bravo.
And he's always carrying around that gun. And I'm like,
Always.
Bruce, put the gun down.
This is Stephanie.
Totally. I
Chops her hair.
I wish I had the confidence to wear my hair
She
like
wears
that. I wish.
She does it like she overcompensates with the size of her pistol.
My penis is fucking huge. I don't know what you're talking about.
Her name is Podcast.
This is my podcast about my big wang. Also, James Galagos put the link in chat for Killaroo Semper Fidelis, art by Ignacio de Meglia. He supports us, so you have to support him because that's how it works. So do it.
Ignacio, I know these guys are army men and they shave all the time, but where's the bearded wonder? Because that's what I would be.
In the army, they don't let you have a beard. That's how it works.
I know. My brother told me horror stories where he would be out in the field and they would force him to like dry shave.
It sounds terrible.
I'm like, oh my god, that sounds
That
awful.
sounds terrible.
Terrible.
I wanted to say something else, and now I got sidetracked.
Okay.
Support Ignacio. Now we're gonna go on to our next telethon. Welcome to the show. You guys know who David Andrew is. If you've been watching the show for 5 minutes, then you know who David. No, I'm talking about David Andrews' Kickstarter, Bruce. God, I am the only one who remembers things on this channel.
Bro, I remember things on this channel. Just
Baloney.
talk to people.
Don't even give me that. Anyway, our good friend, best friend, you might say, David Andrew, who is the writer of Resonant, which issue 9 is coming out, I believe, next week.
Yes.
So you should be picking that up. There's only 2 issues left. Don't you want to know what happens? He is also doing a Kickstarter for his anthology book. Well, it's not really his. He's a part of this anthology book.
Yes.
And you should be supporting it. Off into the Sunset, a collection of stories inspired by Western something. I couldn't read it fast enough. Bruce got it off the screen. Off into the Sunset. They want how much money? $20,000. Again, my Kickstarter for my credit card debt is going to be posted shortly. Thank you, James. Amazing. Amazing. So you guys should be supporting both of these things. Do it now.
Do it while she's threatening you guys. I am sorry.
Now. Also, you should just be doing it because it's like, why not?
Oh, yeah. So I also have one more image to share with you from David's story on this. I just got to go to Instagram real quick and download that.
Not prepared at all, but he remembers things, guys.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm the
He
only
remembers
person who's
things.
in charge of the show.
Really? Because I'm the only one who's remembering Kickstarters.
Oh,
So-
now she's better
You're
than I am.
welcome.
Now she's better than
You're
me.
welcome. The bar was set really low, guys. So, also, Bruce already opened another beer, so you should be drinking by
2
now.
beers.
2 beers? I thought you were only up to 1.
No,
I'm hot.
I'm sweating too.
Yeah, it's very warm in here. I regret going with long sleeves. I'm like, I'll be fine. I can do long sleeves. I feel comfortable right now. I'm regretting that decision. There's a lot of sweat on my back right now. You're welcome.
You're welcome. All right. So David did say this is art from Christopher Alvarez. And we were approved to show this panel. This is from his Western story. And guys, you guys know us. We just support David Andrew and everything he does. I think he's a great writer. Cannot finish reading Resident in 2 months. So April and then May will be the final issue. And then he has another one coming out in Q4. So that's not going to be Resident. It's going to be a new fantasy story. And you know, I'm all about that shit. So let's get some fantasy up in here.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. All right, that's it for the telethon. I hope that you guys pledged like you were asked.
Oof.
And
Ugh.
which one was better?
Definitely this one.
All right, good to know. That one looks really
Ugh.
pee-pee colored.
Not great. So we were just talking about Indiana Jones. This guy, Mikinens?
Milkinson.
Kelson.
Milkinson. Maleficent.
Mick Kelson. There we go. That Mick Kelson. Who is the creepiest looking fucking guy in Hollywood.
The guy who's the creepiest looking guy is the guy from Charlie's Angels who rips out the girl's hair and smells it. He's the fucking creepiest guy. I don't know what his name is. He's the creepiest guy. This guy's second place.
He's a great actor. I'm not saying he's a bad actor on Comics Books Explained, but he's creepy as fuck. But he's joining Indiana Jones 5, which Stephanie was so kind to bring up that they are doing another one with Harrison Ford.
Even though he's like 80.
He's
80.
He's 80 some odd years old, which is crazy that they're doing another movie. This one is making me so mad. So mad.
Are we going to get a mini Bruce rant? Will we?
All right, so we're talking about a reboot. So if you have a cocktail or a drink and you're 21 and you're of age, I don't want to promote any underage drinking, guys.
Like Bruce didn't do any underage
I did
drinking.
lots of underage drinking, but I'm not going to promote it on this channel. Guys, did we ever talk about the fact that they're rebooting Home Alone? Did we bring this up at some point? We had to
I
have.
feel like we did.
But what? When I saw this article, I was like, what? You are not doing this. What? And then you read the description. So the actor, the actor, so Kenan Thompson is in it. And he was on what's his name? Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen. And he said that he finished doing his like ADR work on the show. And the cast of the show, I wanted to be able to bring that up. Remember Jojo Rabbit? Babe?
Yes. For a
And-
second, I didn't. I was thinking of Jojo Siwa, and I was like, what?
No, Jojo Rabbit, the little fat kid.
Ah!
So if you saw Jojo Rabbit, there's this guy right here, and he's so funny. He's like the funniest character in the show. So he's playing the main, like the Macaulay Culkin character. But if you read the description of the show, So this character, this kid who outwits a husband and wife couple from whom he stole a priceless porcelain doll. So the whole show is about him stealing something from a couple. That's not Home Alone. So how is this a Home Alone reboot?
I don't know, but if you read the article, which I was just reading quickly, it was saying how the original director of the movie was like, this is bullshit and a waste of time.
Is that what it said?
Mm-hmm.
I got down to this part and got really mad and then turned it off.
Yeah. Why? I can, like I said before, I can see making reboots of movies that were fucking terrible.
Yes.
And you have to redo them because they were done so poorly. Home Alone is a classic. We watch it every single year. Every Christmas, we watch Home Alone several times. It is a classic. There's nothing that needs to be changed about it. It is perfect. Perfect. So, stupid.
I don't know. It was just stupid. What did you think of Breaking Bad?
I like Breaking Bad a lot.
What did you think of the character Saul?
I like Better Call Saul also.
So you watched Better Call Saul, and
I watched like the first 2 seasons.
All right. What do you think of the actor?
He's a good actor.
You like him, right?
I do.
I like him a lot. What do you think of John Wick?
Stupidest movie. I don't know why everyone loves it, but it's so dumb.
Okay. So we have on one hand, we have John Wick, which we both don't like. It's such a dumb fucking movie.
So dumb, so cheesy and stupid.
Not even the fight
story
scenes save that movie. It's no.
I don't get it. It's because everyone's like, oh, his dog died and he did his revenge because his dead dog.
Yeah, but like if you compare the fight scenes from The Matrix to John Wick, they're completely different. Even though yes, The Matrix is fake, but that hallway scene where they break into the bank and like all that shit was amazing. The shit in John Wick was fucking whack as shit.
Whack as shit.
But we like the guy from Better Call Saul.
I do.
He's a great actor.
Mm-hmm.
He does good things. And he's coming out with a movie that is being like it's like a tribute to John Wick. Did I send you this trailer today?
You didn't, but I've seen pictures of this movie that it was coming out.
This was at the end of the day, right before I got the kids, and I thought I put it in the email. I must have not put it in the email.
He didn't. He messed up.
I put in most of the trailers that Stephanie had to watch today, but there is a movie. It's out streaming now. It's called Nobody. I rewatched the trailer today because this was coming up pre-COVID.
Sam King says it was great. Comic Book Explains that he heard good things about it.
It's basically, it's almost like kind of like John Wick, but it's not. He has a much better story. Like he was in like the bad guys, and like he learned how to like do bad things, and then he's like, all right, I'm done. Starts a family. And then the people who was doing bad stuff was like, oh yeah, you never out. And he's like, no, I'm out. And so he's protecting his family, and they're coming after his family. So it's like a much more believable story. It's so cool looking. The fight scenes are badass, and I don't know, how can you not like this guy? This guy's so good, so good. And I'm glad Sam King
and Stephen Hanar said he saw it last weekend, and it was great.
Yes, I think everyone should be checking out Nobody. Definitely want to try to check it this weekend or another thing. Saturday is our movie night. It is.
That's when we watch our movies. Saturday night. It's the only night we can do it. Because Friday night we're here with you guys, and then every other night we go to bed like old people very early.
So next up, Toxic Avenger. Did you ever see the original like 1980s?
No. What is it's like? What's the guy from Goonies?
Well, it's kind of like that. Yeah.
It's Baby Ruth.
Yeah, Baby Ruth. Sloth. This
is what this looks like.
I never saw this movie. It's being rebooted, and guess who's playing the Toxic Avenger guy?
John Cena.
Peter Dinklage.
What?
And the Avenger guy is supposed to be like this really big, muscly guy that's just like kind of like deformed. Crazy, right?
That's weird. Don't even know what to do with this. I don't know what toxic. Like, is he like some guy who got really strong because like toxic sludge spilled on him, but he's also like super creepy looking, so people don't want them to save him. They're like, that's okay, I'll die in this fire. And he's like, no, I'll save you. And they're like, it's cool, I've lived a good life, thank you.
I literally only put this in here because it said reboot, and I'm like, yes, we're talking about reboot. Make you motherfuckers drink.
Motherfuckers. Now you're fucking your mom in this scenario.
Wow. Why are you gonna make it always so dark and so twisted?
That's what she said. That's what she said.
All right, last thing before we jump into the next trivia item. So, Team Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the cartoon had some art done for it, but it never went anywhere. It got killed. Check out this Krang stuff, man. How cool is this?
It's creepy as shit.
Krang is creepy as shit. He's a living brain.
Imagine if that came walking up to you in the street. What do you even do? Kick it?
Stomp on it.
Like start crying, run away, and it's coming after you with its weird umbilical cord legs?
I don't know, I think this is so cool. It's like perfect Krang. Yeah, that's that.
All right. I guess.
Stephanie was impressed. You can tell. The look on her face was like, wow, Bruce, you really hit that one on the nail on the head.
10:45. We're going to do some trivia. Spice this up a little bit. It's really dipping in this entertainment vector.
What does Vector say?
It means direction and magnitude.
Oh, Gru. In the unaired Kitty Pryde in the X-Men animated pilot, what nationality was Wolverine?
Dominican.
Dominican. Dominican.
He was.
Yes, Comics Explained. Oh, Stephen Hayner.
Stephen Hayner and Comics Explained have been toe-to-toe with answers tonight. They clearly like X-Men. I was really excited to help Jessica and shout some answers, but I'm sorry, Jessica. I don't know any of these fucking answers. This is weird-ass X-Men trivia. I thought it was going to be like X-Men movie trivia, and I could have done that. But I've only read 2 X-Men comics, and I hated them.
Oh, she did hate them. Yes, that is true. That is 100% true. All right, guys. There is one more news item.
And then I'm going to tell you a story.
No, we have actually more news items. This is the last piece of movie news. So,
Fine, but then I'm going to tell you a story.
Okay, you can, tell them a story. So, if a writer for...
and Omar Reyes is here and saying he just got his second shot and he feels shitty and he's just coming, say hello. Welcome to the club, Omar. This is the shitty feeling COVID shot club.
I felt shitty for 3 days. Stephanie's on day 3 as well.
Yes, and Jessica's here and she's tired.
Yes.
I don't know if she's here anymore. All right, there she is.
So, guys, someone who invents a character like, let's say, the Winter Soldier, who is a very prominent character right now in the MCU. Do you think that person would be paid, somewhat well for the fact?
That's all they talk about is how all these people who wrote all these comics, and even fucking Stan Lee himself, is dying like penniless because they're just raping you because that's what Disney does. They're like, oh, this is yours. That's cute. They're like Amazon. We're like, oh, you're making this thing and it's making a lot of money on my website. I'm going to make the same thing, call it Amazon Basic, and I'm going to sell it. And now you're homeless.
Wow. Well, that's basically what happened. So Ed Brubaker, he created Winter Soldier, and he's obviously very popular. He has his own TV show now. He was paid so much less for his work on Captain America during his run on Captain America, creating that character, that he did one cameo in Captain America, the Winter Soldier, and his royalty fees, like, because every time that movie gets played, he gets paid a little bit of money, but his line was cut, but he still gets those royalty fees. Has up to this now at this point has paid him more than the money that he got paid to write that comic.
That's because these comic book writers back in the day didn't think that this would blow up the way it did. They were just happy to be writing anything.
This is 2005.
They were just happy. When did fucking Spider-Man come out? We just said 17 years ago. So that was like when it was just getting big. So he didn't know what he was going to get into. If a comic writer today were to make a new superhero and they didn't fucking have some kind of clause in their contract that was like, this is my bitch, and if you want him, you're going to suck my dick, then they're stupid. Because otherwise, all these people who created all this shit, it's like all the books that you can get on Amazon, the what's the fucking reading one?
Reading Rainbow.
No, Amazon has their reading thing. It's like
Kindle.
It's a Kindle, but no, they have the whole Amazon, like you can go to Amazon blah for books and read digital books and whatever. But anyway, there's certain books before a certain time period that are just free because those people are dead and no one can complain about it. So my point of this TED Talk is that you should be writing shit and then copywriting the shit. That's why Mark Millar is a genius, making his own little universe with all his own little shit. So all the shitty fucking movies he's gonna put out is gonna be only his. So when one maybe hits, he's gonna get all that money.
Well, when you work for Marvel or DC, they own those characters.
Exactly. So fuck that. Work for Bindies.
Wow.
That's right.
Wow.
Anyway, now it's time for me to tell you a story.
Yeah,
Because I feel like it's been a while since we've told you a child-related story.
It has been a while.
It's been a while, and I don't know why made me think of this story and how I didn't tell you guys this story when I heard it weeks ago, but it came to me today, and I was like, oh my God, I have to tell the people this story.
I can't believe this is going to live online forever because when Nate is now older and he hears this, it's going to be amazing.
Listen, hashtag feed Nate. Everybody knows who Nate is. If you're new to the channel, Nate is our 11-year-old son who loves to eat garbage, and we have to curb his enthusiasm for garbage. And he's like on a diet and he hates it. Yeah. And there was a time a couple months, like last summer, where he tried to stand up for his rights and was like, Mom, it's time I take a stand, and tried to like flex on me and be like, I'm not listening to you anymore. I need to eat the sweets I want to eat. And it was really funny. And I knocked him back down to where he's supposed to be. And he's still doing what he's supposed to be doing. But Nate is in 5th grade. I don't know if this is just an East Coast thing or just a New York thing or what it is, but in New York, I remember, because I distinctly remember from when I was Nate's age, that in 5th grade, they do this thing. We used to call it the 5th grade video, where they separate the boys and the girls, and they talk about puberty, and they tell the boys what's going to happen to their body, and they tell the girls what's going to happen to their body. And girls learn about their periods, and boys learn about erections, and everybody learns about all the stuff that happens, and you just basically giggle through the whole thing. So it was time for Nate to have this class. So they separate him, and he had it. He comes home, and I'm like, so Nate, how was your class today? Is there anything you want to talk about? Do you have any questions? He's like, well, Bunny learned out why my wiener keeps getting hard.
This is actually at night when it was just her and him. It wasn't like right when he walked in.
It wasn't like in dinner where like the whole family was there. And I was like, all right. He's like, it's something with like an E. I can't remember. I'm like, an erection? He's like, yeah. I'm like, well, do you have any questions about it? He was like, well, I thought I was the only one who made their wiener get hard when they thought sexual thoughts, but turns out I'm not. I don't want to know what sexual thoughts Nate is having at 11 years old.
No.
But Nate finally learned where his wiener gets hard, and now I get to deal with that.
Oh.
So look forward to your children being in 5th grade and talking about erections uncomfortably with you. He just said all the kids in class just laughed. But now that he knows what it is and he thinks he's funny, because I've told Bruce before, middle school boys, middle-aged men too, also. Middle school boys, my least favorite age. Because it's when they start learning about sexual stuff and they think they're so fucking funny and they think they're like the first ones who's ever thought of this. And they're like, hey, boobs, I totally made out with her. It's fucking terrible. And Nate, at dinner 2 nights ago, Jack, our 5-year-old, was talking about how he learned about things in school and their different surfaces.
He doesn't talk about school often, so when it does, it's very exciting.
Yeah, he's like, I learned about things being rough and things being smooth and things being soft and things being hard. And every time he said hard, Nate was like, which went over Bruce's head. He thought that Nate was making fun of Jack for talking about simple things. And I'm like, he's laughing at Jack because he's saying hard, and Nate thinks it's funny because he knows what an erection is now.
It went over my head. It went totally over my head. I wasn't around for when Jimmy was a kid, so I wasn't able to learn from those experiences. So this is my first experience of having a
middle school
child, and I was like, "Oh, you're making fun of a 5-year-old? Real fucking cool, Nate. Real cool, bro."
I'm like, he's laughing because he said hard. You said wiener, and that's a lie.
Part of me went, "Oh, I can kind of see that. That's pretty
One Shot Comic says his wife teaches 6th grade, and they have not discovered deodorant yet, which I believe." Ooh. Because smelly boys. When Jimmy was older, he used to go with all his friends. I would drop them off at the paintball place, which I don't know if any of you ever played paintball, but the paint in those paintballs smell terrible to begin with. And then it would be him and his teenage friends, and I'd pick them all up, and they'd smell like the paintball, but then also stinky like BO children. And oh my God, like all the windows were out, like, driving, just like throwing up at the window.
Ignacio, I was the most well-behaved 11-year-old you've ever met. I definitely did not talk about boners and boobs. That's just degrading to all sexualities.
Tyler said he just started wearing deodorant,
I saw him
so
put that on.
congratulations to his wife. And Jessica said, well, she was in New York, 5th grade. They handed out deodorant because apparently they were stinky.
Oh, no, my mom was very on top of that. I hit puberty at a very young age. I had chest hair in 6th grade, and yeah, my mom was like, "Yeah, you need this." So yeah, so
Deodorant for all. But that was my story to scar Nate for life. When people are like, hey, Nate, heard about your wiener getting hard. Although there's a kid who lives up the street who Nate used to be like enemies with, and he used to tease Nate, and Nate didn't like him. And then they decided they were going to bury the hatchet and be friends. And he started coming over, and he was so polite in person. And we're like, oh, this kid is so nice. That's so great that you guys are getting
it
along.
was very nice.
And lo and behold, he's not aware that we have cameras through all the house.
We do.
And we rewatched video of when Nate and him are alone. He's talking about blowjobs and saying the F word.
10 years old, because he's younger than
10
me.
years old.
10 years old.
Talking about blowjobs. And when I first saw him and he told me they were going to do the video or whatever, the talk in 5th grade where they're going to have, he's like, yeah, we're going to talk about, puberty and stuff like that. He's like, I call putting the hot dog in the hot dog bun. Like, this kid has any idea what he's saying. Kids these days, I swear to God, it's not just kids these days, because I remember even when Jimmy was little and even when I was little, but it's still, you just want to beat the shit out of them because they have no idea what they're talking about and they think they're so fucking cool. I picked Sophia up from sports. Sophia's younger than Nate. And there's
But
this
she's so
kid.
much more advanced.
There's this kid who was at sports with Sophia because she goes to this thing. It's like boys and girls mixed together. And they were like playing Gaga Ball. I don't know if any of you know what that is, but it's like this plastic barrier that basically creates a circle and they play this game inside of it. This kid kept jumping up on like the plastic barrier and kind of like humping it and going, oh, daddy, but kept saying like he clearly has heard this, but doesn't know what he's talking about. Because if he did, he wouldn't be saying that if he really understood what he was saying. But fucking kids are disturbing. And I don't even want to know what goes on when I'm not around. It's disturbing. That's my rant. Thank you. Now Bruce can talk about the news again.
All right, we got 3 minutes to talk about the news. There's one news item I really want to talk about before we sign our do trivia. So, Powerpuff Girls. You're really into this live action.
I fucking love this shit. I love Powerpuff Girls live action. I'm all about it.
So, are you ready to see what the Powerpuff Girls look like? Are you ready?
Didn't they already show us?
No, you didn't. This is the first time I saw it.
No, you should. We talked about this last week, and you showed this exact picture.
I did?
You did.
No, I did not.
You won. People in chat agree and tell Bruce that he's fucking drunk because we talked about this exact thing last week, and they showed this exact picture, and we talked about it.
I do not remember this at all. I must have been drunk.
You must have been because we did, and we saw this.
Oh, because I was like, oh my god, I just saw this.
Nope, we talked about it last week.
Oh, well, that took down my thunder.
Jessica said this is a long-ass rant about puberty. And then Ignacio said he loves this part of the show. Two Gun said sex ed with Stephanie.
Here we go. So Stephanie and I watched this new show on HBO Max. It premiered last weekend. I actually pretty liked it until the very, very end. Even though
the ending was so stupid.
I'm going to stick with it, though.
I'll watch one more, but the ending was stupid.
So The Nevers on HBO Max. New original show. It was pretty cool. It was like kind of like a period piece with like superheroes. All of a sudden, people start getting powers and they start to get discriminated against. It's like a fucking basic story. You put a new rapper on it, and this new rapper is called Period Piece.
Well, I saw something that was like The Nevers is just every Joss Whedon movie he's ever made, just set in a Victorian.
Oh yeah, this is at the very end of the credit, the beginning of the credit scene. It's like writer, director, producer, executive producer, every single position that could be up top, it's Joss Whedon. So it's like pretty much promoting himself, which is really fucking annoying.
He's also the best boy.
The best. You got me, babe. You got me. But the show, I thought it was pretty good. I like this character a lot. That you see right here, she's the main character in this whole show. So
she was a good actress, and I enjoyed her acting. It's just, I'm not going to ruin it for you because if you want to watch it, go ahead. But what they introduced at the end of the episode that kind of wraps everything up and explains the rest of the episode is very dumb. And I was like, oh, you just ruined it.
Just ruined it.
Timothy Troll is here. He says he's going to go wake his 5-year-old up so Stephanie can have the talk with her.
All right, guys. So I'm going to show you guys a quick video. I muted it so there's no sound. But this is Oscar Isaacs. He is playing Moon Knight, and this is his training video for Moon Knight, and I thought it was awesome. It was just the fight scenes look dope, and he looks like, I don't know. I don't like his haircut. Hopefully, he doesn't have this in the show. Obviously, he'll probably be wearing his.
Is he the guy with the man bun?
Yes. So he'll be wearing his costume, obviously, but I don't know. The choreography looks really, really dope. And like the fact that he's doing all these moves is really, really freaking cool. And like, I don't know, I didn't realize he was this old, but like, look at his hair. I mean, he could be like one of those guys that grays really early, but his hair is so gray.
He's the silver fox.
Well, that is. If I had gray hair, if I had hair and it was gray, I'd definitely go by that. Like, come on, the guy's trained like a badass. I mean, I definitely couldn't do any of these moves.
You could.
Which, if I trained, sure.
Right, and that's what he's been doing. You think he just woke up and was like, I'm going to punch someone today.
It's just cool seeing actors put in the work. Like, because, some movies, like, they don't have to do anything. They just show up, and this guy is actually putting in weeks and weeks, maybe months of training. And I think, personally, that is really cool.
Does he? It's 11 o'clock. Time for rapid fire trivia. We are going to shoot questions out of our buttholes as fast as we can.
One more.
No, it's 11 o'clock. People want trivia.
Okay, well, what trivia? We'll give them trivia. I'll give you trivia! That's probably really loud, and I apologize.
It's way too loud for me, and I'm right here.
All right, guys. We have 7 questions left, all X-Men related. This gets your entries into the end of the giveaway. If you guys have not hit the like button yet, please do. I'd really, really appreciate it. God, my chair is so squeaky tonight.
Mutants were known as what during the Marvel 1602 storyline? It's dumb. All of these are dumb. I don't like, and this is why I hate X-Men fucking comic books. And James wants to know about the straw poll.
Oh, the straw poll, yes. We'll do straw poll. James, you are the wrench of all wrenches. We needed to get you, like...
And did you do James's pick of the week this week?
He didn't have one.
James, you didn't read any comic books this week? I read comic books this week.
Witches. Is Witches? Was that
Witches is close enough. It was something like that.
Yes.
Witch breed.
Yes, we'll take Witches.
We'll take Witches from Las Cruces, 1971. I don't know if I'm still butchering it, but I don't care at this point. You're Las Cruces forever.
James, if you're up for it and you want to be just like in the backstage so that way you can hear us and we can hear you, that'd probably actually be really helpful.
Yeah, we got like a little like, we're like, wait. We're just feet on the floor.
So James, think about that. If you're willing to do that, we can get you in the backstage. You don't have to have a video camera or anything. We can like put you in just audio so that way you can yell at us and be like, hey guys, it's time to do this.
Also, Comics Explained said that they were called erections.
Oh my god, that's so good. All right, 6 questions left. Guys, and Stephanie's done a great job tonight for not feeling
I
well.
don't feel good. All right? Stop judging me. I can't even drink. Everything tastes weird.
In the E
For
is Extinction Story.
What country was destroyed? In the E is for Extinction Story. All of these questions are made for not made.
The Nevers.
That's correct.
Ignacio.
Genosha. Omar Reyes Jr. got it so quickly. You know he didn't Google it. That's how quickly he got it. You know he actually knew the answer. So congratulations, because I don't know the answers to any of these. Jessica, I'm sorry.
Omar Reyes Jr.
And she's getting them so close. People are actually kind of knowing this. David Andrew was right after Omar Reyes. David, you were here.
David, what's going on,
He
man?
came in right when I was talking about Nate's erection, and he's like, I'm really glad I logged in right now. But David, we did promote your anthology Kickstarter earlier. You just weren't here for it. You're just gonna have to take our word for it.
Yes. Mortimer Toneby is better known as what X-Men?
Isn't Toneby the guy who's from that movie, that TV show we like?
Oh, yeah, what is it?
Where they're like, he's like a ghost hunter. Toynbee.
Oh, yeah, but that got canceled, sadly.
I know, but I like that show.
Yeah, it was a good show. There's a show with Nick Frost on.
David Andrews says I come for erections.
Who's the first Toad? David Andrews.
Well, technically, he wrote Road.
Oh, but he meant Toad.
Did you, or did you mean Road?
No, he meant Toad.
All right, we'll take it. Only because we're promoting your Kickstarter and you come here for erections.
And also I'll take the next. Who is the next Toad?
Stephen Hayner.
I'll take Stephen Hayner.
Hayner. That's just a fun name to say.
Stephen Hayner.
Las Cruces said Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck. 4 questions left, guys. Stick around because you guys definitely want to be here for this. 4 questions left because I still need to pick up the last lab. I had to find where I'm going to get it. There's a couple places, but this one place I want to get it. He's been throwing out a bunch of political shit on Instagram, and I don't agree with it. And it's making it very difficult to buy from his website.
Which X-Men's real name was Slim for the 3 issues revealing his birth name? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. It's Invincible. Just kidding. I know who that is. It's Cyclops.
How beautiful is my baby? It's like she's the most beautiful woman in the world.
Also, people got it right.
Who got it
Omar
right?
Reyes Jr. was first. Cyclops. If you couldn't tell by Bruce's buzzing noise, because apparently Cyclops.
Reyes Jr.
It's like a little electronic thing in his eyes. It's like bzz, bzz.
I gotta find a way to say everyone's name.
Erection Man. Yes, thank you.
Omar, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Omar Reyes Jr.
Bruce is either pooping or he's a WWE announcer.
Is Tyler still on, or is he log off?
I think he came in for a second and he left because he's a tool.
Oh, he's a tool bag.
Timothy Troll said Eminem, he's the real Slim Shady.
What does Wolverine canon consider his home province, even though his province doesn't exist until decades after he left the area? Oh, babe, what is this?
Rhode Island. Rhode Island is the only province that I know.
You saw this, right?
I did. Canada, Omar Reyes wrote, which
I need
feel like
a
is
place
close.
in Canada.
It has to be closer. Ignacio de Meglia got it right with Alberta.
Ignacio de Meglio.
Did I say Meglia? I feel like I say Meglia every time.
And Meglio.
Meglio. I've been saying it wrong this whole time, Ignacio, and you didn't correct me. Also, Ignacio said that he was going to draw us as comic book people. He's going to sketch us for our channel.
He did.
And I don't know if you guys know this and how far back you've been watching, but we had somebody else sketch us for our channel.
Stephanie hates
and
it.
I hate it. Hate it. And Bruce loves it.
I do.
And I hate it. And I would love if someone else would draw me. And I feel like Ignacio would draw me even better because he actually watches the show. He understands me as a person and he will draw me from my soul.
Which villain deliberately named himself after the greatest evil mankind has ever conceived?
Coronavirus. Dazzler, the disco mutant.
This one.
What? He's like the Eye of Sauron. He's like a Lord of the Rings character. That's stupid as shit. Erection, Wisconsin. Timothy, everything's erections now. Wait till Nate wakes up.
Wait, come on. You say boner, and every man's like, what, boner? I got one.
I got one. You need one? I got one. Apocalypse. Sin Eater. No.
Stephanie literally said the answer.
I said the answer. I wasn't kidding. Donald Trump. Also a great answer.
That's a great
literally,
answer.
Lord of Rings. The Eye of Sauron.
I'm gonna give Sam King a entry for that because that is the ultimate evil.
I would like to say that I don't want to pick sides politically and divide anyone on this channel. But today I was driving. There was a guy who had a white Ford Bronco. Apparently, he bought it off O.J. Simpson. And he had, instead of an antenna, a machine gun for his car antenna. And then he had written with like fucking shoe paint, I guess, on the side of his window, pro-America, anti-Biden, not my prez. But then on the back, he has fuck Biden for Sophia to read. So we're driving, and Sophia was like, oh, that she saw it. So if you want to be like anti-Biden, fucking one, keep it to your fucking self. And two, don't write curse words on your cars for my children to read. Keep your trash in your house where it belongs.
Stephanie wants a sketch that's anatomically correct.
That's correct.
No, Stephanie likes her boobs to be enhanced.
It's true. I can't afford a boob job, so I like all my comic book characters to have big boobs. Also, a GoFundMe that I'm going to be starting, my next Kickstarter after all my credit card debt's paid off, to get me bigger boobs.
All right, guys, I just put in chat the answer, so the first person to copy and paste that answer will get a win entry.
Maybe. First person who donates to my Kickstarter gets an entry.
Now we're still waiting for the Sauron answer because Sauron is the correct answer.
Thank you, Jessica. Wait, no, Omar got it
Omar!
first. But I feel like we should put Jessica anyway, because she hasn't gotten one tonight, and she just won, so she can't win. Did she just win?
I think she can win. Hold on, I had to give away. Jess can win in June.
So she can't win.
Nope.
So fine, we'll just do Omar. But Jessica, you won in my heart, where it matters.
Omar Reyes Jr. You guys watch baseball? I'm so glad baseball's back. And now Red Sox got rained out tonight, but man, baseball is back. So excited. Last wheel. Here we go.
Last question. It's not the last wheel. There's going to be many wheels coming forward.
So many wheels. The wheels aren't stopping. They're spinning. I'm gonna guys. I gotta show you the question, just like willy-nilly, hippie Billy.
What was the title of X-Men Star Trek The Next Generation crossover movie? X-Trek. Planet X. Doesn't matter. I could fucking tell the answer. No one listens to me. Nobody listens to me. The Mets are in Colorado this weekend, Jessica said. The Phillies won, which is apparently exciting for One Shot Comics because he wrote an exclamation point, so he's happy.
Phillies won. I mean, also Rod the Rican is a big Phillies fan, so that's pretty exciting.
Also, Jessica got it right because she listened. Thank you,
Planet
Jessica.
X is the answer. Who's the next person that said it?
David Andrew.
David Andrew.
Star Treks, which also...
If you guys are not following David Andrew on Twitter...
He has really funny stories about things that happen to his car.
He does.
You want to be sad for him.
But he also follows like so many great other like comic creators. He's also promoting people.
Like, all of the people that we know through David Andrew.
Yes.
All are amazing and support each other and then support us and then support each other through us. And then we support them and then they help raise money for my Kickstarters. So all of it's amazing.
But guys, that's the end of the show. I have some other news that we could talk about. Oh, the last piece of news I wanted to talk about, you guys. Mythic Quest Season 2 starts now, today. If you guys do not know what Mythic Quest is, it's on Apple Plus. If you guys don't have Apple Plus, I would suggest paying the $6.99 for 1 month and binge watching Mythic Quest.
Ted Lasso,
though. We talk about this so many times in the show. Ted Lasso is an amazing sports show, but it has Jason Sudeikis in it, and it is
one of the funniest shows and most heartwarming shows and well-written and well-acted shows. You're going to love that shit.
We started rewatching it with my sister over Easter break, and we watched 3 episodes, and I was like ready to like binge watch. Like, there's only 8 episodes, so it's like it's not a lot. It's like 30-minute episodes. There's 8 of them, so it's like 4 hours of your time.
So good.
So good.
Also, Omar Reyes says that we need to hit up the New York City Comic Con this year, and then we can meet up and have a beer. And we will. I already have my costume picked out.
Yes. No, we will be there. If it actually happens and it's open to the public, we will be in New York Comic Con.
Comics Mix Explained asked if we're watching Invincible. Comics Mix Explained, how about fucking watch our channel once in a while? Because we've been talking about Invincible for 3 weeks now. Yes, we're watching it. Yes, it's amazing. Yes, get on my level.
Wow.
Also, did you get the straw poll answer?
No, I didn't. So I'm going to do it right now. James, see, that's what I need. I need you in my ear right here. I need my producer. You are my producer. James, you are a wrench and a producer at the same time.
He wants producer credits and he gets 10% of 0. Also, like 3 people have told us about the straw poll. We're terrible at this.
So everyone wants John Bernthal.
The Punisher.
Bernthal. So there's 4 votes for him. 2 for... I want to see Daphne Keene.
Yeah, Daphne.
Daphne
Keene. I picked her. That is who I would pick. I'm very happy that no one picked Charlie Hunnam. That makes me like you guys a little bit more. We're getting closer to the L word, but I'm not there yet.
I think seeing X-23 at this point, I think everything is moving forward in such a way where we kind of need to lose our love for the original characters. Let's move on to the next generation.
They're gonna have to really step up their game if they want me to forget about Logan as Hugh Jackman. So
It's not so much.
it's like when Miley Cyrus had to like break free of her child actor like persona, so she had to go crazy and like shave her head and lick a bunch of shit, and then everyone's like, "Oh, I forgot that Miley Cyrus was a kid at one point. Now she's cool." That's what they're gonna have to do with Logan. Logan's gonna have to lick some doorknobs and fly on a wrecking ball and shave his head. And then we will watch a new Wolverine.
I think a female Wolverine would be a positive, especially if it's like they can do a really cool young like X-23 with the current actress who's in that TV show that we like.
I know, and now I can't think of it. I'm seeing it in my head. It's like Stranger Things. But
It's not Stranger Things.
Weird things that happen.
But she's great. She's a great
HBO
actress.
Max.
She's definitely older. But yeah, seeing her older and like just
I
becoming
almost had it. It was right there.
becoming Laura Kinney, and then you can like cast an older woman in not older or like a young 20-something in that character. I think.
His Dark Materials.
Yes, his
I
Dark
got
Materials.
It took me a while, but I had to dig through my like brain. I was like, where's Tyler when I need him? So I can make a SpongeBob reference and someone would understand it.
But we are late. It's 8:06 or 8. Oh my god. 11:16. We are on peace out now. Guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's been a great night. As always, guys, make sure you guys tune in next week. It is the end of the month giveaway.
Month already? How is it May?
We missed a week, remember?
I don't know. It's just time goes too fast.
So it's the end of the month giveaway
The
next week,
older I
guys.
get,
So tune
The
in.
faster it goes.
We're giving away something at 10:15, 10:30, 10:45, and then it's the grand prize at 11 o'clock. You had to be here every week before to get your entries in. There's like probably 60 entries in, so there's a lot of chances to get in before that. So you missed all of them up until this point.
Sucks to suck.
Slab, other stuff.
Peace out, yo. Good night. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.
Bye, guys.